On the ancient plains of Africa, the dawn does more than simply break the darkness. It renews a covenant as old as life itself, a timeless pact between the hunter and the hunted. This is a kingdom sculpted by sun and season, where every blade of grass, every gust of wind, tells a story of survival. And on this vast stage, one sovereign reigns. From the vantage of a sun-warmed kopje, the pride surveys its domain. They are a silhouette against the nascent light, a living dynasty etched into the landscape. But this stillness is an illusion. It is the calm before the storm, the held breath of an entire ecosystem waiting for the first move in a daily war for existence. For the lion, every sunrise is a question, and the answer must be written in blood and bone. Miles away, the answer grazes, blissfully unaware. Herds of wildebeest and zebra drift like a great, slow-moving river, their lives governed by the search for fresh pasture and water. They are the lifeblood of this land, the energy that fuels the fire of the predator. Their sheer numbers offer a false sense of security, a comforting anonymity that can be shattered in an instant. Because watching them from the deep cover of the long grass is a mind forged for a single purpose. For a heartbeat, the world holds its breath. A shift in the grass, a scent on the wind, and motion becomes destiny. This is the lioness, an embodiment of lethal grace. Every sense is tuned to an almost unbearable pitch. Her ears, like twin radar dishes, pivot to isolate the faint, rhythmic crunch of hooves on dry earth. Her nostrils flare, deciphering a complex tapestry of scents. The dusty aroma of the soil, the sweet perfume of acacia blossoms, and beneath it all, the faint electric tang of her quarry. This is the lion, muscle and instinct braided by thousands of generations of relentless natural selection. The power coiled in her haunches is the legacy of 1,000,000 successful hunts. The unwavering focus in her amber eyes is a window into a mind that understands the geometry of the chase. When lions attack, it is not mere violence. It is a symphony of lethal cooperation, a masterclass in strategy, hunger, family, and survival. It is a language spoken in flicking tails and flattened ears, a silent coordination that turns individuals into a single, inescapable net. Each lioness knows her role, honed through countless trials. The wingers, the center, the anchor, all moving with a shared consciousness, a collective will bent on a single outcome. This intricate dance is fueled by a profound and gnawing hunger, a biological imperative that drives them to risk everything. But it is also an act of profound devotion. This hunt is for the pride, for the vulnerable cubs hidden safely away, whose future depends entirely on the success of this single moment. It is a desperate gamble to sustain the lineage, to ensure the pride's roar will continue to echo across these plains for another generation. Survival here is a zero-sum game, a constant battle not just against starvation, but against the ever-present threat of injury and the opportunistic rivals like the hyena, who wait in the shadows for any sign of weakness.
What we're witnessing is the ultimate expression of risk-reward analysis in the natural world. A lion's life is a study in that very calculation. Every single hunt is a massive expenditure of energy. A failed attempt isn't just a missed meal, it's a huge deficit in their energy budget, a step closer to weakness and starvation. The risks are immense. A misplaced hoof from a zebra can break a jaw. The horns of a buffalo can disembowel. An injury can mean a slow, agonizing death, not just for the individual, but for the dependents it helps to feed. So every hunt is calculated with an astonishing degree of precision. They assess the wind, the terrain, the condition of the prey. They target the weak, the young, the isolated. They are looking to tip the odds, however slightly, in their favor. And even then, the majority of hunts fail. People see these incredible predators and assume they are infallible. But the reality is that their existence is defined by persistence in the face of constant failure. That resilience, that ability to get up and hunt again after being thrown to the ground, is the true secret to their success.
Lions are unusual among big cats. They are social. A pride is a compact society with rules, mothers that hunt, males that defend, and youngsters that learn. The family unit is the engine behind the most successful ambushes on Earth. Beneath that golden fur lie springs of power. A lion accelerates from a gentle lope to a lightning charge in a single bound. Each pawful, each bite, is sculpted for the job. The chase is a conversation between predator and prey. Every strategy the lion adopts is met with countermeasures. For the hunter, bones and breath hang in the balance. As the sun falls, the plains rewrite their rules. Night is a curtain the lion draws close. With eyesight adapted for low light and a hush perfected over generations, ambush becomes an art. A single kill reverberates across the ecosystem. The lion is both sovereign and steward. The act of taking life seeds other lives. The vast unbroken savannas of the lion's ancestors now exist only in memory. Today, the landscape is a fractured mosaic carved by human expansion. What were once lines on a map are now tangible barriers on the earth. Fences, roads and settlements that hem in the wild, shrinking the world for Africa's apex predator. This fragmentation creates islands of wilderness, isolating lion populations and forcing them into ever closer contact with the people who live on the other side of the fence. For the pastoralist communities who share this land, a lion is not a symbol of wilderness. It is a direct threat to their existence. Their livestock represents their bank, their heritage, and their children's future. A single nighttime raid on a vulnerable boma can wipe out a family's entire wealth, unraveling a life built over generations. The resulting fear and anger are potent, often leading to retaliatory killings, a tragic but understandable cycle of violence where both human and lion ultimately lose. To secure the future of the lion, we must first secure the livelihoods of the people. This is where survival becomes a story of innovation. Conservationists, working with local communities, are implementing simple yet effective solutions. Traditional thornbush enclosures are upgraded into predator-proof bomas, reinforced with chain-link fencing. Alongside these physical barriers, low-cost technology provides another defense. Systems of flashing LED lights, powered by solar panels, are installed around enclosures. To a lion, the flickering patterns mimic the movement of herders with flashlights, creating a virtual fence that keeps them at a safe distance. But technology and fences are only part of the answer. The most powerful force for conservation is the community itself. A new generation of conservation heroes is rising from these villages. Known as lion guardians or community rangers, these individuals, who may have once hunted lions, now protect them. Equipped with telemetry and GPS, they track lion movements in real time. Their work is a constant negotiation. They warn herders when prides are near, help find lost livestock before predators do, and de-escalate conflicts. They are ambassadors, bridging ancient traditions and modern conservation. The results are transformative. With livestock safe, communities can thrive. The fear that once fueled conflict is replaced by security and partnership. Children who saw the lion as a danger now learn to see it as a valuable part of their world. The story of lion survival is the story of negotiation, of doors, fences, and the stubborn will of both species to live. It is a testament that the fate of the wild is not separate from our own, but woven directly into the fabric of our shared future. Lions carry the weight of the plains on broad shoulders. They are the ultimate hunter, a symphony of muscle and instinct honed over millennia. We've witnessed the silent stalk, the explosive chase, and the cooperative takedown, a raw, unfiltered display of nature's power. They are also the tireless guardian, defending their territory with thunderous roars that echo across the savannah, a declaration of ownership that defines the boundaries of life and death. And they are an enduring icon, a symbol of strength and royalty woven into the fabric of human culture for thousands of years. But to see them only as hunter or symbol is to miss the deeper truth. When a pride brings down a wildebeest, it is not an act of malice, but of balance. They are the surgeons of the savannah, removing the old and the weak, ensuring the health of the herds they prey upon. This single act prevents overgrazing, which in turn protects the land, allowing a mosaic of other life forms to thrive. Yet these ancient instincts are now colliding with a new world, a world of shrinking territories, of fences that sever ancient migration routes, and of ever-expanding human settlements. The same roar that once defined a wild kingdom now often signals conflict at the edge of a village. The story of the lion is no longer just about the struggle for survival on the plains, it is about the struggle for coexistence. Their numbers have plummeted, a silent crisis unfolding in the shadow of our progress. But this is not a story of inevitable decline. Across Africa, conservationists, scientists, and local communities are working to write a different ending, building wildlife corridors and fostering an understanding that a living lion is worth far more than a dead one. The deeper story is not of fear, it's of a shared fate. The lion's future is a mirror reflecting our own choices. To save them is to save a vital part of our planet's natural heritage. The old instincts of the lion are shaping the new world, but it is our new understanding that will ultimately decide their place within it. If you enjoyed this film, please like, share, and subscribe for more wildlife stories. Support lion conservation by visiting the links below.